I mean, it's not heavy, it's just like, this is not gonna be heavy, but it does. Oh, wait a minute, they sent me the wrong switch. This is the wrong switch. This is red. Oh no. Right, so this is quite exciting because remember what I said, once in a while I like to buy myself something as a reward. Well, last time I bought the TV backlight. That's kind of just scratching an itch, so to speak. This time, however, I'm not just scratching, I'm giving my back a proper massage. These metaphors are getting out of hand. I bought myself a new keyboard. This is the keyboard that I'm currently using, which is the Keychron K8. It's the TKL, which is 10 kilos. Specifically, the number pad on the right is missing. I do like a good mechanical keyboard. I'm not really an enthusiast level. I just like the sound of it because that's the sort of keyboard I grew up with. This is my childhood. This is what I grew up with. The first keyboard that I touched was mechanical. And the Keychron K8 is actually not a bad keyboard. I've used it for like a year, probably more than that actually. It's really good shape. It's well built, very good quality keycaps. You can see the edges of the escape key is frayed a little bit, but the fact that I'm using this every single day and it looks about 90%, 85% new, this is pretty good. Bluetooth connectivity, you can choose between macOS and Windows on the side. You can also connect it directly wired, which is really nice. But there are some issues with this particular keyboard because the Bluetooth really sucks. The battery life really sucks. So you can't really use it as a wireless keyboard, despite the fact that it's selling it as wireless. It's a bit unfortunate because I really like the sound of it. It's, in case you're wondering, it's a tactile switch, so it's brown. So, after a little bit of research and actually trying it out myself, I decided to go for this new keyboard right here. Ready? Let's do some unboxing. Ooh, there we go. I'm being very careful not to actually show you the address on this thing. Not a good start because this should have been sealed. The fact that there isn't one is a little bit concerning. This is the MX Mechanical Mini. I prefer the 10 kilos form factor. So this one is going one tiny step further. This is what we also call a 75%. So you can see that all the keys scrunched up a little bit. It's not actually saving that much more space. So we're talking about like this much now. So this one is a Logibolt. It's an upgraded version of the receiver, and you plug that into the computer, or you can connect through Bluetooth. There's no wired connection. Open this. Ooh, alrighty, nice. I'm really liking the whole grayscale look of it because it's just like a perfect blend for me. And it's quite heavy despite the fact that it's smaller. I mean, it's not heavy, it's just like, this is not gonna be heavy. But it does. Oh, wait a minute. They sent me the wrong switch. This is the wrong switch. This is red. Oh no. This is the wrong switch. Oh man. How is this? But it does say tactile quiet. They must have gotten confused. Alright, well, we can't unbox this unfortunately, so we're gonna have to send it back. Well, that sucks. It doesn't matter to me that much, but at the same time, I guess we could always just have a look at it. You have some feet, one angle of adjustment. The keycaps, they do wiggle a little bit, which is not great, but for me, it's totally fine. But anyway, not to dwell on this, so I definitely have to return this. In fact, this is one of the many reasons why you should always keep the original packaging. It's a bit sad that I didn't get the item that I want, but then again, there's nothing you can really do about it. The most productive thing to do, the most constructive thing to do is just return it, and you get your items a little bit late. So what? Totally fine. So whilst I'm packing this, I guess I can also tell you about why I prefer the brown switches over red, because I still have a red one. It was a Corsair red K70? I can't remember what it was now. It's supposed to be a gaming keyboard. I didn't buy it because I wanted a gaming keyboard. I bought it because it looked really nice. But after I bought it, I realized I don't like typing on it. There's something about brown switches that I just personally prefer. All right, this is kind of secure. We're good to go. So I arranged a return back to Amazon. The next day they sent the replacement. This time there's a significant difference. Can you see what it is? So this one does say it is tactile quiet, which hopefully is brown switches. This here is the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini. Very robust build. Again, like I'm trying to flex it here. Nothing. If I could just take this key off very quickly. And they're not exactly great quality plastic, so I don't want to like completely destroy it, but you can see that it is indeed a brown switch. Perfect. So one of the things I wanted to show you is how does it actually sound? And I have a microphone right there. So here we go. Just going to come back to this. This Keychron has fantastic design, fantastic feel of typing. Listen to this. I really like it. But the problem is the wireless absolutely sucks on this thing. It's so bad that when you start typing, occasionally it would get stuck on one of the letters and it would be jammed. By the time the signal it's like cleared, it would have like, I don't know, about 20 Ks on the screen. Whenever the jamming happens, usually the latency follows. So by latency, meaning the time it takes between me hitting the key and the letter appearing on the screen. So I'll type this and a half a second later I see the J. If it's wired, which it supports wired mode, absolutely fine. But the most modern feature here, the wireless setup, it's garbage. So, like so far there's been no latency. I plugged it in with the dongle receiver, which is the way I prefer it, just works. I have nothing so far, and I've been doing all sorts of typing on it, and I just use it exclusively. There's zero problem with no latencies, no jammings, every single key works. Yeah, some people really like this and swear by it, and then some people say this is garbage. For me, it fits my purpose, it fits what I need. So this, by definition, in my world, is a great keyboard. I think this is like the most honest thing I can say about this. Yeah, if there's anything you want to know about this keyboard, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to try to answer your questions. Let's move on.